On today's episode, I take the train to Norway, show you different churches, tell you about the opera house, and run up on the railing. Run up to the royal castle and check out the guards. I go skateboarding. I almost get stuck in a radioactive roof, and I experience the National Day of Norway. Much more. I was back in Sweden after having spent almost 5 months in Asia. Now I was sitting on a train and going to the capital of Norway, Oslo. Oslo is the biggest city in Norway and has a population of 630,000 people. This time I had 3 bags and got into a basement apartment downtown Oslo. I had lost more than 10 pounds of muscle. Now it was time to go to the gym and gain my weight back. I started out by doing every single workout to gain my weight back as quickly as possible. I also tried to get in as many calories as possible. I started eating good again, most of the time rice or pasta with tuna and vegetables.
This must be a good 750-800 grams of rice, tuna, bell peppers.
I kept going to the gym and eating good, but I was gonna have to find a job also.
Going to a job interview, because I need a job.
I put on my suit and it was time to go to an interview.
So the interview went pretty good. I was lying the whole time, saying how I love to work. It's just one big lie. Okay, I made some rice again. Carbs.
Now I'm eating some olives. I love olives. And I'm thinking about that I haven't had a job since October last year. It's been very nice. I hate working for other people. The reason why I don't like to work for other people is because you are just fulfilling their dreams and not yours. This is the dance that I'm going to do when I'm rich. I was back at the gym and I realized once again that I was going to have a regular job soon. I hate to work when I don't enjoy what I do, but I love to work on something that I like. I was getting puffy from all the workouts and excessive food intake. Soon I will show you what I did to get ripped instead. If you plan on going out to the bars in Oslo, then you have to wait about an hour to get in. It's always packed. But don't forget to wear your earplugs so you don't get tinnitus like me. It was almost April 2017 and still cold as shit in Norway. I go running when I don't have anything to do. And I'm about to show you a lot of cool places in Oslo on this running trip around town. This was downtown Oslo. There are a lot of old churches and sculptures downtown. This was the opera house and I was about to run all the way up on the railing. The architectural structure contains 1,100 rooms in a total area of 38,500 square meters. That's 414,000 square feet. It cost 3.9 billion Norwegian crowns to build this opera house. Oslo was founded in the year 1040, and that explains why there are so many old churches and buildings there still. Now I was running up to the castle where the King of Norway lives. The castle is located on a hill of Karl Johans gate, the most famous street in Oslo. There are many guards walking around outside the castle. Public transportation in Oslo is probably one of the best in the world. There are trains, subways, trams, and buses that go everywhere. matter where you go in the city, you will always see churches. After some time in Oslo, I met a cool guy and we started going to the skate park. Here's me doing a board slide. If you have been watching my previous episodes, you know that I don't like big cities. I like to be out in nature, where there are trees and rivers. I got my bag and decided to head out and camp for some time. Just 20 minutes out of town, there are nice lakes, rivers, and forests. I started putting up my tent and I was about to feel free again. I had a little gas stove and cooking gear. Life was easy. And of course I was making pasta. It started snowing in the mountains, but I was going around on different adventures and taking the train around to new places. Sometimes I would just sit out in the forest, listen to the birds, and enjoy being alive. There are many different boats you can get on outside Oslo to go out to different islands. Now it was time to work a little bit. The subway and the train will take you anywhere in Oslo. This was Raxcon, a radioactive storage facility for plutonium. Plutonium-239 can spark a nuclear chain reaction. Sometimes the alarm went off and I had 15 seconds to get out of there. There was also a good gym at this job. I spent a lot of time in the gym and I was ripped again. The secret to getting ripped is to work out consistently and eat carbs. Norway is one of the top countries in the world that has the highest salaries. Now I was going back to another place where I lived. The weather was getting better in Norway and it was almost May 2017. Time went by and now it was May 17th, the National Day of Norway. This was the Eidsvoll building where the Norwegian Constitution and Declaration of Independence was signed in the year 1814. Every year on the 17th of May, the Norwegian people celebrate this day, and the famous street I mentioned earlier in this video is packed with people. The king comes out on his balcony and waves to the people. I had been in Norway for almost 2 months and my mother was coming to visit. I showed her all the cool places I'd been to and we got onto a couple of ferries and explored Oslo. I worked a little bit more, went to the gym, and now it was time to do my dance, take my money, and head out. I was leaving Norway with 3 bags from the train station in Oslo and now going back to Sweden. I was back in Sweden to visit my mother and we were going on a hike in the forest. Now it was almost time to head out to another location. I had been in Sweden for a few days, but now I was getting on a train to leave the country. Please leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this episode. Please follow me on social media and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.